Cecile, you wouldn't know the truth if it walked right up to you and bit you in the you-know-what.
Which you've seen more than once.
We know what you did, Cecile.
What do you mean? What has she been telling you?
Look familiar?
Never seen it before in my life.
Oh, please. You slipped me your love potion number 9, and then you called Frankie, and she came over and walked in on us in flagrante delicto.
You had Cass in such a state he didn't know what he was doing.
You know, Frankie, we could press charges.
Oh, this is ridiculous. And you have no proof of this? What?
Hello?
Oh, my God. Isn't this pathetic? Look at what she's trying to do. She planted this to make me look guilty. Oh, please.
I'm not listening to another word.
Neither am I. Cecile, get out of here now.
All right, fine. I'm gonna go. On one condition.
You have one hell of a nerve.
And you have no taste. Except in men. I want to tell the two of you the truth.
You know nothing about the truth. Now, for the last time, nobody, no thing can come between me and Cass, so give it up!
Good riddance.
Isn't my wife wonderful? And very understanding. What you did was unconscionable. I am through with you, for good, and I mean it this time. We have nothing further to say to each other.
Yes. Just wait a minute. Don't you want to know the real reason I couldn't tell you that we had a child together?
We've been all through that. You obviously were concerned about Maggie losing her inheritance. Admitting that she wasn't a Corey would have ruined your little plan. All you care about is being rich. Nothing else matters to you.
Oh, is that what you think? Even after today, what happened between us today?
Honey, what happened between us today was just nothing more than another one of your pathetic, hopeless setups.
Oh, really? No. It was real. And you know it. Cass, the reason I couldn't tell you about Maggie was because it would have brought up too many painful feelings. The feelings that I had for you back then.
Cecile, please.
Cass, when I came back to Bay City, I needed your help. I needed your help with Maggie. And as we grew closer, I realized that hiding the truth was so unfair.
Yes, it was very unfair.
Yes, but since I told you about Maggie, I've changed. My whole life has changed.
Where are you going with this?
Yes, don't you remember? I was going to leave Bay City after Christmas.
What made you stay?
Oh, well, a spark. A spark of feeling. The same feeling that we felt for each other back then. It's alive. It's there. I know it.
You
Cass.
could not be further from the truth.
Oh, will you stop? Why are you denying it? Why? I feel it from you.
You've lost it. You really lost it. You know that?
Please. I have caught you so many times looking at me. Looking and desiring.
Will you stop it? Isn't one humiliation a day enough for you?
Yes. You are the one and only man that I have ever loved. And I realized that every relationship since then has been some feeble attempt to recreate what we had. Yes.
Cecile.
Yes, Cass. Why don't you just let go? Why don't you give it up? It's only guilt that's holding you back. Why can't you feel what we felt back then? That night in Monaco, Cass. When we conceived Maggie, it was a beautiful August moon, the silvery light coming through the window.
August?
August?
What? Maggie was born in December. Are you trying to tell us that you had a 4-month gestation period?
Go away. August, May, who cares?
Cecile.
What? I was talking about the moon. It was a beautiful silvery moon, for heaven's sake. This is ridiculous. Is she gonna just be... We're trying to have a private conversation, and Miss Insecure is listening to every word we say?
You have been lying all along, haven't you? Cass isn't really Maggie's father at all. You really expect us to believe that you have no idea when Maggie was conceived?
She must be making a mistake.
Oh, I must have made a mistake, yeah. You don't think I'd lie about something like that, do you?
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, poor Frankie. So holier than everyone. Truth's hard to swallow, isn't it, dear? Cass and I have the real thing. And I was able to give him something that you never could. A happy, healthy first child.
You lying slut!
And I gave Cass something you never could. A happy, healthy child.
You lying slut.
Oh. Frankie, you hit her.
Cecile, I'm so sorry. I can't
No, Cecile.
What is the matter with you?
Come on.
Every word out of this
Settle down. No.
Get out of here. Just get out of the house. I can't
Frankie,
believe
stop
you
it.
made it.
Stop it,
Get out.
Frankie.
Oh, my God. Oh, Cass. Cass, what have I done? What have I done? Cass. Oh, Cass.
Honey, are you all right?
Can you hear me? He's gonna be all right.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Well, let me try.
No! Get away from him. You could have killed him.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't hit him that hard.
You knocked him out.
He must have hit his head or when he fell or something. It is not my fault. You started it all. You tried to take Maggie away from him.
Oh, if she even is his daughter.
Well, it was a slip of the tongue. How am I supposed to remember when she was conceived? 20 years ago we're talking about here.
I remember the exact moment Charlie was conceived.
Oh, well, write it in your baby book. You're just jealous that Cass and I had a child together and that we still love each other.
Now, shut up, Cecile.
You two keep it down.
Oh, baby, come on. Oh,
Cass, baby, I'm so sorry. Don't be too late.
Leave him alone.
I will not.
You've done enough.
I'm gonna find out if he's okay.
Oh, honey, I'm gonna get you something,
Okay. Cass. Oh, Cass, please. You're gonna be okay.
Ah!
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to help you.
Don't, please.
Oh, Cass, please don't be too angry at me, okay? I just want to do what's right and do what's best and do. I'm so sorry.
Then leave.
Here, baby. Take this.
Oh.
And she. You know, Cass, I know you're upset with me and everything, and I know you're really angry with me, but it's not gonna last. It never does, right? That's because we love each other. And we're bound to each other by Maggie, by our daughter. She's the symbol of our passion, isn't she, Cass? So don't try to listen to any troublemakers who have to say it. Why did you do that? What?
Hoping you'd melt.
I didn't hit you that hard. I was aiming for Miss Budinsky here.
Go home, Cecile. You're all wet.
Fine. You do anything you want to me. But don't you abandon your daughter. She's the only thing now that you have, and you're the only thing she has. She hates me. She's not wild about the evil stepmother here either. Don't turn your back on Maggie, Cass.
Oh.
I wish you'd let me call the doctor.
I'll be fine.
Cecile really outdid herself this time, huh?
I want you to lay off her.
What?
I know you're having problems with Maggie, but she's my daughter.
You still believe that, even after what Cecile said?
She got a little mixed up on the dates, that's all.
How can you forget when you conceived your child?
She's forgotten half of Maggie's birthdays. I had a DNA test that proves that I'm her father.
How do you know it's right?
How do I know it's a DNA test? I mean, they're scientifically, practically irrefutable. Besides, I can feel it in here. I love Maggie, and she and I have a very special connection.
Yes, I know you do, but with Cecile, anything is possible.
I will not have another DNA test, if that's what you're thinking. I refuse to put Maggie through it.
Even if Cecile is lying all along and Maggie's not your daughter?
She is my daughter. How many tests do I have to have? Look, I know she's difficult. I know it's hard living with her. But we have to figure out some way to make this all work. I can't turn her out again, like Cecile has always done and Sandy. That's why she behaves the way she does. It's all she knows. She's never known what it's like to have a parent who really loves her unconditionally. I can give her that.
Yes, I know you can.
You know I've always wanted more children.
I know, and I'm sorry that I haven't been able to give them to you.
I didn't mean it like that. If we have no more children, I'll be perfectly happy. But when you had your last miscarriage, I felt the loss too. And then Maggie came into my life. She didn't fill the void. No one ever can, really. But suddenly I had another daughter. Charlie had a big sister. I don't expect you to understand.
I do.
Maggie's a part of our family. She needs us very much right now.
Yeah, you're right.
She does. Oh.
You expecting someone?
Probably that witch.
All right, take it easy now. Come on.
Here.
Oh, God, Tomas, I'm sorry.
It's okay, but
I was
this is not
expecting
really my
somebody else.
style.
Come on in. I'm really sorry.
Thank you.
What's up?
Oh, Cass, you okay?
Tomas,
Actually, Michael Hudson was trying to get through to you.
what does he want?
I don't know, but he's at the hospital and he says he needs you urgent.